drum and bass or techno. So bring yourself into your space. And like I said, if you want to keep your mat down for the whole time, you're more than welcome. I keep my shoes on for this. Again, you can do this bare feet. I like to keep my shoes on when I'm doing certain things. I just feel more comfortable. When I do yoga, I tend to take my shoes off. So all we're going to do to start off with is take a nice deep breath in. And breathe out. Just a little bend of the legs. One more time. Nice deep breath in. And just breathe out. And what I want you to do is just going to take the arms up nice and high, circle them backwards. Remember, really take your time on each movement. There's no rush. We're going nice and slow. And like I said, the whole focus of this routine is to really stretch, lengthen, feel like we're really moving everything, but really loosening out at the same time. Let's do 2 more. Take those arms back. Reach it overhead, circle out one more time. Take those arms back. And let's bring them forward. Big stretch over the top. So really reach up. So imagine you're trying to get up to that ceiling. Reach it up nice and high. Nice big circles. And as you do that, feel your upper body lengthen. Open up the chest. Stretch out those abs. Lovely. Let's go one more. Bring it right over the top. Forearms are parallel to the floor. Let's have a little twist and turn. Loosen out through the back. Loosen out through those abs. And whenever I do this one, I always turn my feet as well. So I'm actually moving the whole body, so it's not just the upper body. I want to get my legs moving a little bit. Wake up those abs, yeah, that's it. Ooh. Swing the belly about a little bit, that's always good fun. And let's go one more, bring it back to center. We're going to take one arm at a time. Big circles up now. Extend those fingers so those arms are long. So we're really now stretching high. Try to get some height through the body, lengthening out. Open up those shoulders. Lovely. Let's do one more on each arm. And let's roll those arms forward. We bring them over the top and over the top each time. So again, those nice big circles, reaching high, stretching out those fingers. That helps to really open up those shoulders. And like I said, if you've been doing a lot of upper body work, you can start to feel those shoulders. That's good to get that mobility back in there. And let's go one more. And let's do that rotation again. So forearms parallel to the floor. That little twist through the core, twist through those abs. Lovely, go 3, 2, and 1. What I want you to do one at a time, just going to bring knee into the chest. Give a little hug, a little balance on that other leg. Just a little pause, a little hold. Bring that foot down, we change over to the other side. Little hug, little pause, see what the balance is like this morning. It's always an interesting one. And just pause, we bring the other leg in. And this gives you a nice stretch on the back of the thighs and also on your glutes as well, your back sides. If you've been doing a lot of leg work, always get a nice stretch. Love it. And then all we're going to do from there is just a little kick forward. Just shake it out. As if you're going to kick your shoes off. If you're wearing trainers, as if you're just going to flick them out. Just give them a little shake and let the arms go. Flick out those hands as well. Get nice and relaxed. Nice and easy, nice and easy. Lovely. Let's plant the feet. We're going to take it down into a little squat. Not squatting in too deep just yet. Okay, like I said, we just start to move the legs. Head and chest is up, and taking our time as we hit those squats. Like I said, the real focus is we can really think about body position as we work through everything. Can really get our technique. And that's a great thing sometimes about slowing things down. Sometimes when we go fast, we're worried about getting a number of reps in. When we slow things down, we can really, really focus on the technique and our body positions. Lovely. Let's do 2 more, and then 1 more. We're going to go back in where we started. Give me a squat. And this time you're going to circle the arms in. So big squat, big reach up. And again, nice deep breath in. Big squat, big reach up. And then go one more time. Big squat, big reach up, circle up. Let's kick out those legs again. Maybe just a little bit higher again. Just shake out the hands. Lovely. Just a little kick, little kick. Whew. Take it into a high knee march. Just focus on lifting up those knees in front. Stay nice and tall as those knees come up. Those abs a nice little squeeze. And then we're going to bring opposite hand to opposite knee. Just give it a little tap here. So bringing the knees up, nice and gentle. Little tap, little tap. And this gives you a nice stretch on the back of the thigh. Like I said, it's a lovely way of just getting the hamstrings going a little bit. But also, as we did just a minute ago where we pulled the knee to chest, gives the out of the glutes a little stretch. That's well, I'm always like that, lovely. Go one more to each side, and we drop back into those squats. So plant the feet, head and chest is up, and we sit in to that squat. Nice and steady. Lovely. Beautiful. Let's go for 2 more. And then last one. Let's set ourselves up at the end of our mat. So plant your feet. Whoa, I like my mat straight. So plant your feet. You can bend your knees if you need to. We're going to place the hands down on the floor. And I want you to walk it out and come down into your plank position. Okay, from our plank position, think about the position that we're in. So hands are under shoulders. Fingers are pointing forward. And our fingers are spread apart. Okay, that gives us that nice base. So we're trying to make as much contact with the ground as possible. And our head position when we plank, in this high plank position, we're always looking down in front of our hands. So we're not looking at our feet or our knees. And then what I want you to do is gently come down onto your knees, sit back, and take child's pose. So we keep the arms stretched right over your head. Sit your bum as close to your heels as you can. So we're not just sitting back, we're stretching forward as well. We'll get that nice child's pose stretch. This is a lovely position to start. We're going to stay here for a few seconds, so just relax your breath. And from child's pose, I want you to come onto all fours. Dig your toes into the ground. We're going to lift hips, and we're going to take a walking down dog. So one at a time, I just want you to bend and straighten your legs. So bringing your heel down towards the ground. Just nice and slow. Loosen up the back of the thighs, those hamstrings, loosen up those calves. Just nice, easy little walk off. Lovely, we'll just go for 10 more seconds. And last one, push your body back into that nice high plank position. So brace those abs. And again, really focus on that position each time. So just check where your hands are underneath the shoulders. Once you've done that, think about the head position. And then what I want you to do is you're going to bend your arms, come all the way down onto your belly. Lower down, relax the feet. And then from there, I just want you to lift the chest. So we're just going to use your hands. And I want you to just keep the shoulders nice and relaxed. And just lift your chest off the floor slightly. Try and keep the shoulders relaxed. So if you find you've got your ears right next to your shoulders here, so it looks like you're wearing your shoulders as earrings, just try and relax the arms and bring the shoulders back down again. Just get a little stretch into the abs. And then from there, push back into child's pose. We sit back. Again, push right into it. So again, sit as far back as you can. Again, reaching those arms forward, maybe walking on your fingertips a little bit further away from your body if you can. You're trying to stretch out the upper back. Take it back onto all fours, find that position again, and we're going to just repeat those last two exercises. So again, we dig the toes down, we lift the hips, and we come back into our walking down dog. So again, focus is bringing the heels down to the ground, or as close to the ground as you can. Lifting the hips nice and high. That gets a lovely stretch through those hamstrings. And then from there, push back into our plank position. Yeah, so let me get those abs working during this. And then just gently lower yourself back down, all the way down to the mat. Relax the legs. You just lift up, shoulders are relaxed. And we just open up through the abs. Just hold that position. Just for a few seconds. Keep breathing, keep breathing. Lovely. We come back onto all fours. Okay, find our all fours position. Now we're just going to push into a short plank, okay? I'm not going to keep you there for too long. So we just lift up, take that short plank position, step your right foot outside of your right hand, bring that left knee down to the ground. Okay, and we're keeping the hands down, knees down, and we're going into our first little runner's lunge. So we open up into the hip. Now what you can find again on that front leg is you can feel your hamstrings sometimes. Stretch, we're going to hold that position. And then we're going to take it up into a high position. So we're going to place the hands, you can use the thigh for this, keeping the knee down. And we extend the arms nice and high into the air. So from here, we're trying to get those biceps. You can see this arm here. The bicep is right by the ear. Both arms go high, we're reaching up. So we're not just lifting the arms overhead, we're actually extending and then sinking into that hip on that left side. So we get into that hip flexor. And holding, big stretch. Then from there, I just want you to tip straight forward, place the hands down. Push up onto your rear toes so you can lift the knee, so you can step that right foot back. And then we just do the same on the left. So we step the left in, come down onto that right knee, hold that low position first. So again, just start to feel that stretch off that left side. So coming into that hamstring, that foot is nice and flat, that front foot is nice and flat on the floor. And we hold that stretch here into that hip. And again, when you're ready, from that low hand position, we can bring the arms high. Like I said, you can use the thigh, extend, and again, really lift up. And then once we're there, that position for the hip is you just try and sink in a little bit deeper. You can move your front foot if you need to, so you feel that right into the top of the thigh. So we get that big stretch, lengthen up nice and tall. And again, we're just going to tip forward, place the hands down. Once you've got that position, lift that rear knee, step back, and I want you to inchworm, so we're going to walk the hands back towards your feet, come all the way up, and we come back into our mats, and let's find our squat position. So feet hip width apart, and we're going to come straight into our squats. So head and chest is up, and a little bit of legs. Like I said, nothing too crazy to get the legs going, but get some nice squats going. So head is up, chest is up, and we just wake up those legs. And again, really sit into those squats. We're coming down nice and deep as well. So make those legs work for it, lovely. And like I said, the great thing is we can slow that tempo down, think about that technique. So when we hit that low position, we're here, our chest is nice and high, but we're really working those legs, lovely. We're gonna go for 10 more seconds. Whew. And keep breathing, gotta remember to breathe. And then last one. And let's just hold this next one down. Just kind of, what do you reckon, 10, maybe 15 seconds. Just hold that position just to get a little bit of warmth in those thighs. That lovely glow. Lovely. 5 more seconds. Well, that kind of hits the legs. 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Let's go to the back of the mats again. When you're ready, inchworm it back down. Come into your press up position this time. So we just take the hands a little bit wider. Go to knees if you need to. Do not rush. Press ups when you're ready. So we're gently down, push. So the goal here of your press ups is to come down as deep as you feel comfortable. The further you go down to the mat, so close your chest and hips come to the mat, the harder it will be. The more you'll work those arms, but that's what we're after. And if you start to feel it, come down onto the knees, adjust that position, but keep those press ups going. So you just adjust position, but you are still working that technique. Whew, gotta stop talking. We've got a few more seconds. Let's go for 5 more. 5 more reps. Come on then, nice and strong. That's 5. That's 4. Oh, come on. That's 3. Go on, go on, go on. That's 2. And then 1 more. Last one. That last one. Really good last one. Lovely. And let's push back. Take a short child's pose. And then when you're ready, lift the hips. Take a down dog. This time we're going to hold that down dog position. So we lift the hips nice and high. And again, the focus on bringing both heels down towards the ground and hold that position. Shake your head if you need to. So you just shake out any tension. And we breathe into the stretch. Just relax and breathe. I'm just going to hold for 3, for 2, for 1. Come to plank position. Step your right foot outside your right hand. Now we're going to hold our high runner's lunge position. So this time we're keeping the knee off the floor. Both hands are down to start off with. And again, gives us that strong stretch into the back of the thigh, but opening up into the hip. We hold that position. And there, lovely. Keeping that front foot nice and flat on the floor. So we're keeping that big toe down. Either place the hand to the thigh. So we've got right hand onto right thigh. Or if you want to go full rotation, we take that right arm and we rotate our chest to face our front leg. again, as you do this, make sure you're keeping the knee close to the chest. I'm not letting that front knee drop to the side. Still staying in nice and close. And like I said, that front foot stays flat on the floor. So we get a lovely stretch. Oh, that is always a good one. We bring the hand down, step that foot back, change to the other leg. So we go left. Again, runner's lunge position. Holding that low lunge. Knee is strong on that rear leg. Right up onto that rear toe. Like I said, gives us that lovely stretch. Into the hip, into the back of the thigh. Awesome. We hold. And then from there we add that rotation if you want. So you go left hand to thigh or full rotation. And then when you're ready, we bring the hand down, step back to plank, do a little pause here. So I'm just going to keep challenging that plank position, okay? Just going to hold it for a few seconds. Then we drop down, come into our up dog position, we relax, lift the chest. You may find now as you're warming up, you may be able to lift a little bit higher. Keep those shoulders relaxed, open up into those abs. We sit back, take it into a down dog position, lift the hips. And again, focusing on bringing those heels down towards the ground. Hips are nice and high. So imagine somebody's grabbing your backside, lifting it up into the air. So we're trying to move your bum away from the back of your knees to get that lovely stretch on those hamstrings. Come back to plank. Right foot outside of right hand. We come up and we come into our high lunge position. So we're here, stay nice and tall, knee is strong on that rear leg. And extend the arms back overhead. So into that nice high lunge. Now what I want you to do is try and sink a little bit deeper into that lunge position. Shaky legs time. Can we sink a little bit more? Stay tall for me. Anybody else's legs shaking? Hold. Just for 5 minutes. 4. 3, see my counting hasn't got any better in lockdown. 2, 1, we're going to tip forward, place those hands down, take that leg straight back, swap over to that left side, and again if you need to use the thigh, you can use the thigh, get your position, get your base, extend the arms first, find that position, and then think about bringing it in, holding it low. That nice strong position here. Woo. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and this time what I want you to do is step that rear leg in. So we're in, we're nice and tall. Come into a little squat and hold. So I just want you to bend the knees, keep your chest up, keep your head up, and one at a time, we're just going to tap the foot behind. Okay, we're staying in that low position, so we've got a little bend in the knees, not too much. So it's kind of almost like a half squat position. And then one at a time, we're just going into reverse lunge. We're just tapping the toe behind. Like I said, always keeping your head and your chest nice and high. And just getting those legs working a little bit. Give them a little loosener after that little stretch. And again, we're just going to go for around about 10 more seconds. Go 3, go 2, and go 1. And then what I want you to do again is just if you shuffle back onto your mat, inchworm it down, come into that plank position, and we're going to go straight into a walking plank. So from high plank, come down onto forearms, walk it back onto hands. Now make sure you're using your left and your right arms come up. So you are alternating arms. Now focus now on the back of those arms, those triceps, those shoulders. Yeah, nice and steady. So hold that nice rhythm, okay? You don't have to rush, wherever you need to be. Nice and strong. But we are going to push the time a little bit here. So at any time if you need to, take a plank and hold. If not, we're going to go for 15 more seconds. Got a little bit of strength, a little bit of abs in here. Do 1 more on each arm. Oh, nice. Lovely. And then we come down, do a little low plank, just for 5. Not letting you off this one yet. 4, 3. Oh, this is it's not very nice of me. High plank. Ooh, down dog. Now take your right leg in the air, into that single leg down dog position. Now bring it through and underneath the body and come into your pigeon stretch. So some of you know this one, you'll have your heel on one side of the mat, your knee on the other side of the mat, and then you can stay up nice and high here. You can drop down to forearms, you can stretch your arms over your head. Now we're going to hold this position for a little bit. Gives us a lovely stretch into that hip, into the glutes. Our piriformis, deep muscles into the bum. So we're going to hold our pigeon stretch, just relax and enjoy. Oh, and breathe. Always one of those nice stretches once you get it and you bring it into your routine. It's one of these ones where you can actually hold for a while. It always feels lovely to stretch. Now the option here, we're going to add in a thigh stretch as an option if you want it, okay? So either stay in this position or walk it up onto hands and you're going to bend your rear leg. You bring your heel towards your bum and we're going to take it with the left hand, so it's left foot, left hands. Keeping our chest up and you're going to pull your heel towards your back side. So we're going to stretch into the thigh at the same time. So again, if you haven't done this before, just stay in pigeon. If you have and you want to add this in, it does give you quite an intense stretch on the thigh. And then we're going to just release. Place both hands down, so we're lifting the chest up nice and high. Push up onto that rear toe. So you see that knee lifts. There, now we've got the space to take the right leg back. And we're not breathing yet. Now I want you to scoop the right arm and come into a nice high side plank. Okay, option is to come down onto the side of your shin, and that could be both shins. You can drop both down or go to one, the other leg is straight, or we can hold that nice stagger foot position. So think about your head looking straight ahead, so we've got to keep the ear away from shoulder. Oh, we look good. We're all right for 10 seconds. Keep breathing for me. So feel those sides nearest the floor working for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently come down, relax. Come all the way down, just relax onto your belly and hold. We'll just have a little breather there. And what I want you to do is place your right ear onto the floor. So you're just looking over that left side. Just hold. Give the neck a little stretch. Relax the legs, relax the hands. And then we turn. Place the left ear down onto the mat. And then when you're ready, come back to center. Dig your toes in, hands underneath, just brace the abs as you push back onto knees. Okay, now we take our plank position, then into our down dog, and then we take the left leg high, and then we sweep it through underneath the body. So we find our pigeon stretch on that left side. Again, you can stay up, you can drop to forearms, you can stretch your arms over your head. And we get that stretch again. It's the piriformis, nice deep stretch into the back side, onto that left side. Wherever you need to be, relax. And then again, either stay in that position or walk it onto hands. You bend that leg. Bring it in, heel goes to the back side, and we're taking that thigh stretch at the same time. So you're still sinking in on that hip. And like I said, it can be quite an intense thigh stretch. So if you haven't done this before, and it's your first time, take it nice and easy, but the more you do it, hopefully the easier you find it. Like I said, I do like this for a thigh stretch. It's a really, really good one. We're going to release the foot, place the hands down so the chest is high. Again, we'll just lift that knee up, and that gives us the room to scoop the leg, and we're going to hit that plank. Are you ready? Let's sweep that left side. Hold strong. And we're just holding for those last seconds. So 4, 3, 2, 1. We gently come down, lower yourself all the way down to the floor. Just relax the arms. Come onto that right side again, onto your right ear. So we're looking over our left side. Just to give the neck a little stretch. And let's come onto the left ear. And we come back to center. Knees are down. Let's sit straight back into child's pose. And give the shoulders a nice stretch from this position as well. So sit back, keep those arms reached overhead. Feed your right arm underneath your left and turns, you're facing towards your right hand. So we fed the arm through, keep sitting back, gets that lovely stretch into the shoulders. Bring that right arm back through, push forward, feed the left arm on the right, turn to face the left. Push through, push forward, lovely. Come up onto all fours. Once you found your all fours position, push into our plank position. Okay, it's going to be the last time, so we're just going to hold for 5. So really think about that position now. 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk your hands back to your feet. Drop your chin into your chest and then unravel nice and slowly. So we come up nice and slow. Just come forward onto your mat. And I want you to take that right leg back and we're going to lift it straight into a knee. So we're going to step from that lunge, stand tall, bring that knee straight through, step that foot back, little lunge, so little bend, and then stand nice and tall and drive that knee in. So take your time, so don't rush, just think about that technique, dropping into that lunge, bringing that knee through, giving those abs a little squeeze, but that little bit of balance there as well as we're having to hold that top position. Little balance, little control, back down. We're going to do 2 more. Lift and hold. 1 more. I want you to lift, hold that leg. Now we're going to push it back behind us. Leg goes straight. Extend your arms out in front of you. Hold that position. Then tip forward. Bring the fingertips down. Keep the leg in the air. And just go light on the fingertips. We're in our 3-point balance. Just working that left side to hold our balance, hold our control. As you slowly work your way back up, stretch those arms back forward. Bring that knee back through. And then we're going to go straight into our thigh stretch from here. So if you are near a wall or a chair, something you can hold on to, just bring the heel to the back side. And again, we have that little gap between the heel and the bum. Get that stretch down on the thigh. Really feel the front of those legs, loosen them out. All our down dog's great for the hamstrings. Get a couple of nice thigh stretches in. Lovely. And let's find our lunge position again. So we're going off the left side. So again, we tap that foot down, bring that knee in. So we're balancing on that right side. And you may find you've got better balance on one side than the other. That's not unusual, but that's why we try and add a little bit of balance and control work in every now and then. Just to challenge those positions, challenge those holds. Going slowly down, knee drives through. Lovely, and we're going to do 2 more. Woo. And then the last one, we're going to hold that knee up. And then slowly we're going to extend the leg back. Take the arms out over the head and extend nice and long. Just for a few seconds, we continue to tip forward, place the fingertips down into our 3-point balance. We're going to just hold. Again, just a few seconds. So it's just fingertips. We're not trying to be too heavy on the fingers, but we're quite heavy on that right leg. For 3, 2, 1. Let's see if we can balance ourselves all the way back up into our knee lift. No, into our knee lift. And then grab a hold of the foot. Bring the heel to the back side. And take in that thigh stretch. And let's just set the foot apart into a nice wide squat. And you can actually turn the feet out very, very slightly for this as well. We sit down into our squat position. Gently place the forearms onto the inner thighs. Head is up, chest is up. We're just going to use this to open up the hips. But we'll keep looking forward. And like I said, you just put a little bit of pressure onto the inner thighs so we get that little stretch. Then from there, we're going to step over to the right. Fingertips come down. We're going to hold that inner thigh stretch. We're going to work our way over to the left. Hold that inner thigh. And again, work our way back over to the right. This time turn. Point that left toe to the ceiling so our hamstring stretch. I'm going to hold it here for a few seconds. So this can be quite an intense stretch on the back of the thigh. Again, sit into that stretch. Feel those legs. Feel like they're really lengthening out. And then from there, you walk your hands back over to the other side. Find that inner thigh position, then turn. Point the toe, taking that stretch on that right side. Ooh, those hamstrings. And then we bring it in. Walk the feet in. Take a nice deep breath. Breathe out. And let's go one more time. Take a nice deep breath. Get that air in. Get that oxygen in. And breathe out. Fantastic. Give your legs a nice little shake. So that is your routine done for today. Your stretch and your strength routine. So I hope you enjoyed that one. So well done. Excellent stuff.